Hello everyone, welcome to one of our Use of English skills, a friend within the B1 level, and today we've brought you something which is quite compelling, and it's the rephrasing or keyword transformation, which is something that perhaps brings a lot of difficulties, or intricacies for our students. And well, with no further delay, let's start with two pieces of advice. The first one is that you write the rephrasing in capital letters. Why? Just for the sake of clarity. Second piece of advice, please do write long forms when it comes down to negative statements. Okay? Why? Because perhaps when you write the word shouldn't or wouldn't or mustn't, you might think that you are writing just one word, when in reality, it counts as two separate words. So please bear that to mind. More things. Well, let's start analyzing the sentence. My friend told me that I could stay in his flat. Well, here Cambridge is testing our knowledge regarding direct and indirect speech or reported speech. Here, Cambridge wants us to write the direct speech. Therefore, we have to pay attention to the verb. You know that when we have to transform or convert a direct speech into indirect speech, we have to change the grammar tense. And here is one of those cases. Therefore, in the second sentence, in that rephrasing, you are expected to transform could into can. When we find a modal verb that appears in the past simple, that means that in the direct speech, you probably used the present tense. And well, you can stay in or at my flat. So you can use these two prepositions. It doesn't matter which one, but it's true that in order to be faithful to the original sentence, I would opt for the preposition in. More things. 2. I started living here 2 months ago. Well, here, first of all, we have to pay attention to the period of time, right? So when we are given a period of time, we have to think about present perfect, the word for, or the word since, right? Let's analyze the rephrasing. I have lived here 2 months ago. Well, since we are given a specific point in time, which is 2 months ago, we need the word since. Since. I have lived here since 2 months ago. Why? Because this word is specifying that in that specific period of time, 2 months ago, that person started living in that particular place, right? So, now we continue with number 3. This is the first time I've lived in a city. It is the first time. And here we are given the auxiliary verb have, right? Therefore, it's a foregone conclusion that the tense that we have to use is a present perfect, but in this case, a negative. I've never lived in a city before. That is why, the person says in the original sentence that it is the first time I've lived. 4. The flat has 2 bathrooms. And we're given the word the. Here, Cambridge is testing our knowledge of impersonal sentences, in which we find the verb before the actual subject, right? So the subject in this case would be 2 bedrooms. Therefore, we have to write this word for sure. So within a verb here, that it's going to talk about the subject that comes after it, two bedrooms, and it has to be in plural. Therefore, there are two bedrooms in this flat. There are two bedrooms in this flat. And now let's change to number 5. My bedroom is too small for all my books. When we find the word too, we have to think of the word. Okay, it's like an automatic thought. We have to think instantly of the word enough. Enough. Right? Remember that the word enough, it's special because it goes before nouns and it goes after adjectives. Therefore, since we are working with the word small, and in the rephrasing we have a negative word is not, we need just the contrary word. My bedroom is not big or large enough, because to has to appear in the sentence in one way or another. And as I told you before, the transformation, that conversion would be into enough. My bedroom is not large or big enough for all my books. Okay? So that has been all for today's Use of English Peel. I hope you learned something new and that you enjoyed all the explanation, and I hope to see you in the following Peel. Thank you. Bye bye.